I keep replaying what she said, and I don't think she even realizes what she admitted. Or maybe she does. I can't tell anymore. That's kind of the problem. I can't tell what's real and what I just made easier to live with. I'm Simone. I'm 37 now. I think this started last year. Or, no, not started. That's not right. It started a long time ago. I just didn't see it. Or I did and ignored it. I'm still not sure which one is worse. I don't even know why I'm saying this here. I almost didn't. I keep thinking maybe this is something that's supposed to stay inside a family, even if the family doesn't function like one. But it's been sitting in my chest for months now, like something unfinished, like a sentence you stop halfway through and never go back to. So, I was at my mother's dining table the last time she cooked for me. That sounds dramatic, but it didn't feel dramatic at the time. It felt normal. Too normal. She made ribs. She always makes ribs when she wants something to feel like a celebration, even when no one else knows what we're celebrating. There's this scratch on the left side of that table. It looks like a thin white line, almost invisible unless the light hits it just right around 5 p.m. I used to trace it with my fingernail when I was a kid. I don't know why I remember that. It doesn't matter. Or maybe it does. She smiled at me while I was eating and said, very casually, "You know, Simone, it might be time for you to figure out your own place. This house isn't really set up for long-term visits anymore." Long-term visits. I remember thinking, no, not thinking, feeling. Something shift, just slightly. Like when a chair leg is uneven and you don't notice until you lean the wrong way. Because the thing is, that house is mine. Or legally it is. Emotionally? I don't know. I found out by accident, which feels important. Like if I had gone looking for it, maybe I'd be more sure of myself now. I work as a paralegal. Title searches, deeds, all that quiet, invisible stuff no one cares about until it matters. I was working on a completely unrelated file when I clicked the wrong address. Just a slip. And suddenly there it was. My name on that house. I remember staring at the screen thinking, this is wrong. This is definitely wrong. And then immediately thinking, no, what if it's not? I actually said out loud, that doesn't make sense. Like the computer could hear me and fix it. But it didn't. The transfer date was October 2004. My grandfather had signed it over to me a week before he died. I was 17. I didn't know. No one told me. Well, that's not true. My mother told me he left everything to the family. I guess I just didn't realize I was the family. Or maybe I didn't question it because it was easier not to. I keep wondering if this is my fault somehow. Like maybe I should have asked more questions back then. But I was 17 and grieving and… No, that's not fair. I was a kid, right? I think I was a kid. Still, she filed power of attorney right after he died. That part makes sense. It does. I've gone over it so many times trying to be fair. She was my guardian. I was underage. Someone had to manage things. But the POA expired when I turned 21. Nothing changed after that. Nothing. She just kept living there, calling it hers, introducing it as hers, acting like the paperwork didn't exist, or like I didn't. And here's the part that doesn't sit right, the part I can't explain without sounding paranoid, maybe. She never once slipped. Not once in 20 years did she say anything that hinted the house wasn't hers. No hesitation, no correction, just certainty. Like she had practiced believing it, or needed to. There's this thing she does. This is hard to explain. When conversations get too close to something uncomfortable, she smiles. Not a big smile, just a small one, tight, like she's holding something in place. And then she changes the subject so smoothly, you almost feel rude for noticing. She did that a lot growing up. I thought it was normal. Maybe it is normal. I don't know. I didn't call her when I found out. I wanted to. I kept picking up my phone and putting it back down, over and over. I told myself I needed more information, more clarity. But honestly, I think I was waiting for her to say something first. She didn't. Instead, she invited me to dinner. "Special announcement," she said. "Everyone's coming." Everyone. I already knew what that meant. Or, I thought I did. Her boyfriend had been around for a few months. Nice enough. Too agreeable, maybe. The kind of man who nods before you finish speaking. I brought peach cobbler. I always bring peach cobbler. I don't even like peach cobbler that much, but she does, so that's not important. Sorry. I keep doing that, adding things that don't matter. Or maybe they do.
Dinner felt crowded. Not physically, just emotionally. People talking over each other, laughing too loudly. My mother moving between rooms like she was hosting something bigger than it was. At one point, I caught her watching me. Not smiling, just watching. And when I noticed, she smiled immediately. That same small, controlled smile. Then the announcement came, but not cleanly, not like in movies. She started talking, someone interrupted. She laughed, then came back to it halfway through another sentence. And it just feels right at this stage of life, you know? Stability matters. So we're going to start the process of adding Randall to the house. Adding Randall to my house. I remember saying, "What do you mean, your house?" But it came out quieter than I expected, like I didn't fully commit to the question. She looked at me, really looked this time, and for a second, just a second, something flickered. Recognition? Guilt? I don't know. Then she said, "Simone, don't start. Not here." Not here. Like there was a here where it would be okay. People started talking over us. Or maybe we started talking over them. I honestly can't remember who said what first after that. I said something about the deed. She said something about raising me. I tried to explain the legality. She kept bringing it back to this family and everything I've done. At one point, she said, "You didn't even want to stay here, Simone. Remember college? You were ready to leave." That part. That's the thing that stuck. Because I wasn't ready to leave. I had a full scholarship. I turned it down because she said it would leave her alone. She didn't tell me not to go. She just made it sound like going would break something. So I stayed, and now she's telling me I wanted to leave. I keep thinking about that, over and over. Like maybe she believes it. Maybe she had to rewrite it that way. Maybe I did too. The conversation didn't resolve. It just stopped, like a power outage. People went back to eating. Someone asked about the cobbler. I didn't bring up the papers I had in my bag. I thought I would. I planned to. But when the moment came, it felt too real, too final. So I didn't. I left early. She hugged me at the door like nothing had happened, said, "Drive safe," like always. I still haven't sent the legal notice. It's drafted. It's sitting in my email. She still calls sometimes. Not often. Mostly Sundays. I let it ring. I don't really know why.